Welcome to this yin style yoga sequence followed by a guided meditation. It's going to be a restorative practice for the mind and body, getting into a state of deep relaxation, activating the parasympathetic nervous system, which is essential for allowing the body to rest and recover. I'd recommend a pair of blocks to make some of these poses more accessible, although these are not a necessity. Let's begin in extended child's pose. Bring the toes together and allow the knees to open out towards the side of your mat. Bring the hips back and reach the arms out in front, allowing the head to rest on the ground or onto a block. Bring your attention to the breath, breathing slowly and deeply into the lower back, as opposed to shallow breaths into the chest. So now coming up onto the hands and knees into a tabletop position for a few rounds of cat and cow. Align the knees under the hips and the hands under the shoulders. Inhale, dropping the belly, arching the back, gazing upwards for cow pose. Exhale, round through the spine, gaze downwards for cat pose. Continue to sync breath with movement, inhaling to open up into cow and exhaling to round into cat, letting the head hang loose. Take 4 more of these on your own now. Once you have completed your final cat and cow, come back into the tabletop position. Keep the hips fixed and walk the hands forwards, allowing the head and chest to drop towards the ground for heart melting pose. Once again, bringing the attention back to the breath. On each exhale, letting go of the tension in the body. There is the option here to deepen the stretch by bringing the hands into a prayer position over the top of the head. Either way, continue to breathe here. After your next exhalation, inhale, bring the elbows to the ground as you bring the head and body forwards into Sphinx pose. Gently tuck the chin and relax the shoulders down away from the ears. If this back bend feels too intense, bring the elbows further forward, squeeze the glutes and control the breath. Take one last inhale in your Sphinx pose. Exhale, allow the chest to come down and position your hands by your ribs. Push up into a tabletop position on the hands and knees. From here, tuck the toes underneath the feet and the hips up into a downwards facing dog. For those who may find this position more challenging, simply come onto the knees as shown on the screen. Keep the hips lifted high to maintain a long spine and bend the knees generously if needed to achieve this. From here, inhale, lift the right leg up. As you exhale, bring the right leg forward between your hands, dropping the back left knee to the ground. Bring your hands to the right knee, releasing the weight of the pelvis into the floor for this low lunge posture. Draw the tailbone down, keep the chest lifted and the shoulders relaxed. And now bringing the attention back to the breath. Inhale, lift the hands to the sky. Exhale, bring the hands to the inside of the right foot, walking this right foot out to the side slightly for this lizard's pose. Place the hands onto blocks or books or a cushion or anything to bring the ground closer to you if this position isn't within your reach. And for those wishing to go deeper into this pose, come down onto the elbows. Return to the breath, allowing the body to melt into this pose. Take your last few breaths here, allowing the tension to leave the body, relaxing the hip flexor, which is often chronically tight from the prolonged sitting in chairs. Come back onto the hands if you wasn't already. From here, bring the left foot into the air, opening up to the right to grab the left foot with the right hand. If the foot isn't within reach, don't force yourself into this pose. Just reach the arm back and gently twist, as shown on the screen. Again, place the hand on a block to make the pose more accessible for this quad stretch pose. Gently release your hand from your foot and return back to the all fours position on the hands and knees. From here, press back into the downwards facing dog. Again, the option of downwards facing dog from the knees. From here, inhale, lift the left leg up, and as you exhale, bring the left leg forward between the hands, dropping the right knee to the ground. Bring the hands to the right knee, keeping the chest proud. Try to avoid excessive arching in the lower back here by keeping the front of the ribs drawn in as opposed to being flared out, and keep the tailbone tucked in. Inhale, lift your hands to the sky, and as you exhale, bring the hands to the inside of your left foot, walking the left foot out to the side slightly. Again, adjust the pose using blocks, or books or a cushion, or if you wish to deepen the pose, come down onto the elbows. Find the breath once again, deep full breaths through the nose and into the hips. Notice where you may be holding tension in the body and allow this to relax and subside. From here, come back onto the hands if you wasn't already. Look over the left shoulder, raise the hips up and the left foot. Reach back for this left foot, holding onto it if it is within reach. Gently twisting into this quad stretch pose. Once again, if the foot is not within reach, just reach the arm back. Bringing the front foot closer to the body will also make this pose slightly more accessible. Gently release your hand from the foot and come back onto the all fours position on the hands and knees, and slowly press back into the downwards facing dog with either the feet or the knees on the ground. Inhale, and as you exhale, walk the hands back towards the feet, coming into a forwards fold position. Maintain as much bend in the knees as needed and allow the torso to hang over the thighs. We have a few variations here. We can allow the hands to hang loose, we can touch the ground, or we can grab opposite elbows to deepen the pose. Allow gravity to pull us deeper into this ragdoll pose, relaxing the weight of the body. Inhale, and as you slowly exhale, slowly unwind into a standing position. Inhale, bring the arms overhead, up into the sky, and join the hands together. Exhale, bring the hands back down, take the feet slightly wider, and begin to squat down into a deep squat position. Ideally, keeping the heels in contact with the ground and the elbows inside the knees. If you find that you are on the toes, stay here or bring something to place under the heels. For now, maybe a couple of books or a rolled up mat or towel. Lift and lengthen the spine here and control the breath. From here, bring the hands in front of you, come onto the hands and knees and make your way onto your back. Grab the shins as you squeeze the knees and thighs into the chest, hugging the knees in. Take a deep breath here through the nose and a loud breath out of the mouth. Extend the legs out now, let the arms fall out to the side, palms facing up. Find a position of comfort in this final pose of the sequence, corpse pose, Shavasana. I will now guide you through this meditative practice for the first couple of minutes and leave you in silence for the rest. Let's begin. Take a long controlled inhale deep into the belly, side ribs and lower back for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and exhaling through the mouth. Again, inhaling for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and exhaling out the mouth, letting go. Let the breath naturally flow now in and out of the nose. inhaling peace, calm, serenity, and exhaling stress, worries, and anxiety. Begin to observe the sensations throughout the body. Bring your attention to the toes and begin to soften the feet, up into the ankle, making your way up the legs. Soften the calves. Slowly allowing your body to surrender to this practice, softening around the knees, the quads and the hamstrings, allowing the whole lower body to feel heavy. Let go of any tension in and around the hips. Feel the movement of the belly as you inhale and exhale. And as we move up into the chest, breathe into the belly and all the way into the chest, slowly exhaling through the mouth. Letting the chest relax now, supported by the ground, and back to breathing naturally in and out of the nose. Let the breathing be effortless, allowing the sensations of deep relaxation to take over the body. As we relax the shoulders, allowing the upper arms to feel heavy, the forearms, the wrists and the fingers feeling soft. Each exhale, we continue to let go. Soften the neck and the jaw, the head supported by the ground. Soften the muscles around the face, relaxing the eyes. Feel the entire body soften, melting into the ground, completely surrendering to this pose. Allow yourself to gently smile here. Give yourself permission to completely let go. When thoughts arise, the to-do list, what's happened in the day, what's next to do, just observe. Observe these thoughts and let them pass by like clouds in the sky, not attaching to the thoughts, but rather observing without judgment, letting them pass by, allowing the mind to become still. Emotions may arise, worries and anxieties for the future, but again, notice these emotions without judgment and be assured that you are strong and more than capable to take on anything life may present you with. But for now, in this moment, we remain present, bringing the attention back to the breath, inhaling and exhaling slowly through the nose. We'll stay here now for a few minutes in silence. Allow yourself to smile gently as you enjoy the fruits of this practice. Begin to slowly wiggle the toes and fingers, taking a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Take the arms overhead and stretch the hands and feet away from one another, keeping the eyes shut. Notice here any changes or shifts in the way that you may feel. Notice in this corpse pose the offloading of any thoughts or emotions that may not serve you, and the emergence of a refreshed, revitalized mind, and the potentially positive shift in perspective. Roll onto your right hand side. Press up with your hands into a seated position, sitting up tall. Taking another breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Bring the hands together at the heart and carry this peaceful energy and mindfulness as you go through the rest of your day. Thank you.